So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so like I said, you have been working with equal groups, and you have also been working with counters. So for today's lesson, our lesson objective is I will write a division equation using equal groups. Okay, let's say it all together. I will write a division equation using equal groups. Good. Harmony, can you read it for us?
I will write a division equation using equal groups.
Very good. Isabella, can you read it for us? Yeah, division. Very good. So you have been working with counters and you've been working with equal groups. So this lesson, instead of us using counters, we've already used them. You've already had the experience using them. Now we're going to be using visuals instead, but we're going to be still creating equal groups, and we are going to use those equal groups to write an equation. So remember, an equation is a number sentence. And we're thinking about our last lesson. What do equations have in them that makes them equations? Ethan? I'll give you a hint. What do we call this? Equal sign. We have an equal sign. Gabriel?
We have numbers and we have a plus, division, times, or minus.
Very good. So we have all those things in there. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so right here is where we have our. So the first thing I want us to know before I even say that about that is these right here. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, so these right here are important because these are going to be our key terms. Okay, so and remember this is my I do. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing this and you're gonna be being good listeners and listen. Okay, so I have here my equation. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna look at is my dividend. So the dividend is a number that gets divided by another number. So this right here is my dividend. Okay, now the next thing I have is what I call the divisor. So the divisor is the number that separates the dividend. So this is my divisor. Now the quotient, just like in multiplication, we have a product. This one is called a quotient, and this is the answer. So right now it's probably not making a little bit of sense. You're probably like, well, I don't really understand. Once we get here, you'll kind of understand it a little bit better. Okay, so that is my equation. Now, this is another way that we can do division. This is what we call the algorithm, where the divisor, which is the number that divides, is on the outside. We have this right here. And the dividend, that's usually in the front, is now inside. And then our answer would be on the top. Okay, so this is another way of doing it, but we're going to be focusing on this one right now. Okay, so I have equal groups here. So let me see, how many groups do I have? I have 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 groups. And then how many are in my group? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 3 groups of 5. Now, if I'm thinking about multiplication, then I'm thinking 3 times 5 equals 15. Okay, but now I'm thinking about division now. Oh, Isabel, put your hand down for right now. I'm thinking about division right now. So I'm thinking about, okay, I'm going to take this. So I'm going to take this. Remember my counters when I made the equal groups? So I'm thinking about that I have all these counters and I just made the equal groups. So my first thing is my dividend. So think of the dividend as all the numbers, everything that's being counted, the whole total of everything you have. So let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I know my dividend, which is a number that's getting divided by another number, which also is my total, is 15. I have 15. And then remember, I'm going to be dividing these 20 counters that I have. So I'm going to make them into equal groups. So I'm going to be dividing. Now, my divisor is a number that divides the dividend. So the divisor is the amount of groups that we made. So I made 1, 2, 3. I made 3 groups equals. And my quota, now I have to find my answer. So to find my answer, I'm gonna count how many I have in the group. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And my answer is 5. So my equation is 15, which is the total here, divided by 3, my 3 groups, equals 5, which is the number that I have inside the group. Okay, so let me take a look at the next one. So this one, I'm going to do the same thing like I did here. I have 2 groups, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 groups of 4. Now I'm just going to write my multiplication sentence. So 2 times 4 equals, I heard people say 8, so I'm gonna count to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8. Okay, what's happening over here? Okay, I need you paying attention, please. This is very, very important. Remember, this is my I do, and this is because the next one's gonna be the we do. So I want you to be able to know what to do. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look again. So I have 2 times 4, which is 8. But again, I'm thinking of division and writing my equation. So I'm thinking the first thing, which is my dividend, a number that gets divided by another number. But again, I'm thinking my dividend as all the counters that I have. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 divided, and I'm thinking of my divisor. And again, the divisor is the amount of groups that I have. So I have 1, 2. I have 2 groups equals. Now I need to find my quota, which is the answer to the division. And that one is the amount of counters I have in the group. 1, 2, 3, 4. And my answer is 4. Okay, so remember, these are our key terms: dividend, divisor, and quotient. Okay, so again, that was my do. Now let's start the we do. Let's take what we have learned and do it together. Okay, so again, let's go over these terms again. Remember, these are my key terms. Oh, I always do that. Okay, so these right here are my key. What's happening here? It's this one, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so these are my key terms. Okay, so these ones are my key terms. So again, I'm going to be, okay, so these are my key terms. So again, let's say them together. Dividend, a number that gets divided by another number. Divisor, number that divides, during the dividend. Quoted, the answer to a division equation. Very good. So the first thing I want us to do in the week to do is that I want you to draw number A. So we're going to do number A together. So I want you to draw this first. Okay. Let's draw that first. Let me see. When you have it ready, give me a thumbs up so that I know that you're ready. Got it? You got it, Isabella? You need a marker, honey? Okay. I can't hear you, sweetie. Good job, Harmony. Good job, Raiden. Good job. Oh, sorry, Kurt. Sorry. Good job. Good job. Okay, so how many groups do I have? Saul, how many groups do I have?
2.
Yeah, I have 2 groups, and let's see now, who else? I have 2 groups, and then Matthew. How many are in my groups? 7. You're right. 2 groups of 7. So if I'm gonna write that into a multiplication sentence, I mean a number sentence, what would I write? Jason. What would I write?
2 times 7.
2, good. So I write 2 times 7, which gives me
14.
very good. But again, I'm thinking of division now. So again, I'm thinking of my dividend. Okay, Ethan, what would be my dividend? How much do I have on total right there?
14.
Okay, good. We got and that again. That is my dividend. Then divided. Now again, I need to find my divisor, the number that divides.
2.
Okay, good, Ethan. 2 equals, and how many are in here?
7.
7, and that would be my quotient. Good job. Good job. That was good. Okay, let's do number. Oh, before, let me see your boards. Good job. Very good job. Excellent. Let's take a look at the next one. So again, let's see now. Nicole, I'm thinking of my fill it in for me. Blank groups of blank. What? I'm saying to fill it in for me. Blank groups of what? So how many?
3.
3. And how many are in
7.
7? Good. 3 groups of 7. And this one would be, so if I wrote it in a number sentence, Raija, what would I put? Good. I would do 3 times 7, and that gives me what? Yeah. Did you say 41 or 21? Very good. 21. Awesome. Okay, but again, now I'm thinking of multiplication. So I'm thinking of my first thing. What's the first thing I'm thinking about? What's that word called? Dividend. So my dividend is all of the counters that I have in total. Aiden, how many?
We have 21 in total.
Good. We have 21 divided by the divisor, which is how many groups? Davina?
3.
3. Good. And my quotient is the answer to this. So how many do I have? How many do I have in here? Lilith.
How many do you have in B?
How much do I have in the group? Remember, that's our quotient.
In all of them?
Okay, honey, you need to listen to what I'm telling you. Okay, I'm gonna walk you through it again. 21 is the number I have in total, which is my dividend. Okay? The divisor is the amount of groups that I have, which I have 1, 2, 3. Now my quotient is my answer, but it's the amount that I have in one group. So how many do I have just in here? Let's give her some time to figure it. Very good. So my answer is 7. So let's read the equation together. 21 divided by 3 equals 7. Good. Let's do the next one together. Brayden, set it up for me. Blank groups of 4 groups of 3. So let me give you some time to put this on your board so you can give me a thumbs up when you have it written. Okay, Robert and Saul, I need you working. I need you on task. Okay. Wait. should even be smiling right now. Because the next one is the we do, is you do, and you're gonna have to do it next. Okay, good job. Thank you for being on task. Let me see. I like what I see with Camila B. She's working. She's already writing it. I like what I see with with Harmony and Jason. Oh my goodness, Nicole's like, sorry, God, Miss Castillo. Okay. Okay, so now let's take a look again. Let's set up our division equation. Okay, so again, I start with the dividend, my total. So how many, Elisandro, I haven't heard from you today. How many do I have in total?
12.
12. So I have 12 divided, and again, my divisor, the amount of groups, the number that divides. Let's see, who else haven't I heard from today? Leilani?
4.
4, good. And now I need my quotient, which is my answer. Fernando?
3.
3, good job. Oh my goodness, good job. Give yourself a pat on the back. All right, so let's clear that. Okay, now for the fun part. Now it's the you do. You guys are funny. Okay, but before we do that, let's go over our terms first because I really want you guys to remember them. So dividend, a number that gets divided by another number. Our total counter. Divisor, the number that divides. It's the groups. Then the quotient, the answer to a division equation. Good. Okay, so go ahead and work on those. Remember, I want you to be drawing them on your board, okay? And you're going to work on D and E. You're going to work on both of them. You can. I just did it just to kind of focus. Tell me your thinking. How do you explain this answer to me? Okay, Brayden? Got it? Okay. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you have both of these done. Okay, who needs more time? Okay, I'm just gonna give you about 2 more minutes. Okay, good, Danielle. Okay. Good job. Okay, if you are done, what I would like for you to do is check your work, please. Yes, honey. You can do it after, okay? Are you done, Jason? Good. Ethan, you're done? Okay, come on, little. Yes, I'm done. We'll see how you feel in a little bit. Robert, you done? Okay. So keep your eyes on your own board, please. Okay, because copying him doesn't show you that you don't have to do it, okay? Yes, you gotta think in your own head. Okay, good job. Okay, who still needs more time? Okay, you got about 58 seconds. Okay, so let me see. Good. So, okay, so how do you know this is okay, how do you know this is right? Yes, so you done? Okay, good job. Okay, I see that a lot of you are done. Okay, Lily, how are we doing? Okay, Eli, how are we doing?